Thank you for having me. I'm sure you are already excited about the awards ceremony. So, a few more minutes, one more story, and we are there. I promise to be clear and quick. And today I'm going to tell you the story about the hybrid shopping. I'm going to tell you how hybrid shopping is shaping the new role of the retail store or omnichannel store. And actually, it's the story about how hybrid shopping is putting you, logistic professionals or logistic experts, in the center of the retail store design. So, just a few more words about our company. We are consumer electronics retailer, 80 stores in Czech Republic, Slovakia. So something like the Best Buy or MediaMarkt or Dixons, just a bit better. And our story begins 4 years ago. In 2018, we decided that we are going, let's say, to redesign or reinvent our store. And we decided to redesign our flagship store in Slovakia. And this is what we introduced. We introduced the nice smart home, the actual home with all the smart tech, with all the smart gimmicks, with the full touch and try and feel. We introduced a new smart app. It was the Scan, Pay, Go smart app back then in 2018. So scan the price tag, scan the next one, compare, choose the right stuff for you. We are happy, pay with one click, either in the app or in the payment kiosk, and feel free and walk out at the curbside pickup with your package ready for you. Oh, yeah, we also introduced the navigational electronic price tags. Yeah, sometimes it really looked like the Christmas tree. It was shining with all the beautiful colors. But again, it was a nice gimmick in the store, which can really help you to narrow the wide accessory for your mobile phone into the compatible selection. Payment kiosk, 24/7 parcel lockers, and in-store curbside pickup with dedicated staff and even dedicated stock. After the season, we followed with really extensive user experience research, which also delivered one outcome. We called it the sales tool. It was actually the in-store digital tool to empower our shop staff, our sales staff. And it really delivered, it really improved not only the better customer service, but also the stronger bottom line. So, everything went really well until March 13th, 2020. It was actually the Friday the 13th when we learned that the lockdown was imposed. We learned that next day we are not opening any of our stores, and we didn't know what's going on in the future. I can tell you that the first week was really difficult because for the first week, even the curbside pickup was forbidden. But later on, the online orders got traction, more than quadrupled to the fourfold, fivefold. We were able to scale up our operations to fivefold overnight, and we knew that we are going to survive. What we didn't know at that time, that there are actually 2 pandemic years ahead, and to really make the long story short, now we know that the next 2 years weren't about, the high retail season or low retail season. It was definitely about lockdown season and off-lockdown season. You can see that, for example, the peak for Slovakia and Czech Republic doesn't match. It really matches the actually imposed lockdowns. And here we are today. So this is something what we used to call the new normal. This is really something I'm hearing all around. So let's think a little bit, what is that new normal about? Is it about endemic COVID? I'm afraid it still is. Is it about supply chain disruptions, about high inflation, like very probable consumer spending cuts? Unfortunately, it is. Is it about that horrible war in Ukraine right at our border? It is. But what we learned, really, the new normal is basically about our new normal customer, about how the customer changed his behavior. We sometimes call it the tyranny of now, but in a good manner. And you probably experienced it by yourself. During the pandemic, the new normal customer actually learned that he can get the instant response. He can choose from the endless selection. He got used to the food delivery standard. It means the delivery in 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes. And of course, he's asking, so why this is not a standard for the retail delivery? So, what to do with our new normal customer? As I showed you, in the past years, we invested a lot in something we call the in-store digital experience. We learned that those hybrid shopping, those in-store digital features simply won't work without micro-fulfillment hub feature of the store. What we learned during the pandemic, that it really makes sense to invest in the bespoke or customer-centric product selection, to really work with the data and to have the right stock at your store. And of course, something which is really, really hard, selling services online and even provide the services online. We are still striving to do that. And around everything is, of course, the continuous improvement. Thank you to the data era, the data-driven improvement. So just to make it clear, our stores are still about customer experience and inspiration, are still about customer sales and services, of course, are still about really nurturing and serving to your VIP customers and loyal customers. But for the new normal customer, there must be one new, maybe king row. The store must also become an efficient micro-fulfillment hub. And again, some numbers to tell you why. It's very straightforward. That's the increase of our in-store handling or in-store orders handling. Threefold from 2020 to 2021. And it's the same story across to ship to store or ship from store or curbside pickup, or the reservation in the store, threefold. Same in Slovakia, same in Czech Republic. So, what is the micro-fulfillment hub? Well, we are still looking for the answer. So what I can say for us, it's really, let's say, the smart fusion or your store front-end features and your store back-end, your shop floor and your logistic backyard. And this is the key point. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to your store blueprint. Get your logistic expert out from the distribution center. Get him into the team and really redefine the logistic features of the store. Incorporate them into your store concept and also into your store blueprint. Of course, it will be about redesigning all related end-to-end processes of the store. And of course, you are going to make some tough decisions. Can I afford to have the dedicated staff for that micro-fulfillment hub? Or should I invest a little bit more into the tech and somehow try to use my sales staff during the low hours for that tasks. Of course, without deploying your new organizational concept into the IT systems, you are not going to get anywhere. So of course, start with your MVP, and then follow that build, measure, learn cycle, and around again. And we believe all that hassle is worth doing, because that's what we should get. We should really cool down our impatient kind of tyranny of now customer and make him happy with the curbside pickup. We're ready in 15 minutes. Be happy when his, let's say, the small box order will be delivered within 60 minutes, like he got used to the food. To really making Scan Pay Go working seamlessly. And to have the convenience of the same-day delivery, for example, the big stuff like the fridge in your selected time slot, but really the same day. Thank you.